Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Tangle Time Arts. My name is Nana Heron, and I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at another original Tangle. The name is Stricles. And I have a white tile here, and I've written it on the back. I think this is the correct spelling of it, but I have also seen it spelled this way. And Stricles is a little bit of a tongue twister, but I think it comes from we're going to be using stripes and circles or orbs. And this is week 17 of our weekly tangles. So you'll need an original tile or two. You'll need a black pen, a tortillon, a number 2 pencil. And for this one, because there's a lot of drama and a lot of ink to fill in, I also have a number 10. And I do also on my desk have a brush pen just to make it easier to fill in. All right, we are going to start with our tile and our pencil, and we are just going to put in our 4 dots and connect them. And I always like to use slightly curved lines because I can almost never draw a straight one, but I kind of like the slightly curved ones better. And then I'm just going to create a little frame and kind of aura that on the inside. I'm just doing that with my pencil right now. All right, so we have that set up, and I'm going to set my pencil aside and pick up my black pen. If you don't have an apprentice pen, any black pen will be fine. And also, if you don't have a white tile, you could use a sketchbook or computer paper. This is a great tangle to practice. And like I said, it has a lot of drama. And we're going to start with stripes. So your lines could be straight or curvy. I am kind of going to let's do curvy lines. I'm just randomly putting in a curved line with my pen. You could do straight if you'd like. And then you can have your next one, you can aura this line. And I will go ahead and do that. But you can also vary the width in between. So you could start closer to the next one and then go wider on the other side. So your stripes don't all have to be the same. You can do whatever you would like to do. And once you have your stripes in to your satisfaction, then we are going to put in some circles or orbs. And we're just going to randomly fill them in anywhere that you feel like you would like an orb. So I'm going to just start in the corner here. I'm going to put in a tiny orb. And you'll notice that I'm crossing one of the lines here. And you can cross a couple of lines if you'd like to. Your orbs can be varying sizes. And they don't have to be perfect. I think I'll put one in the corner here like a partial orb. So we're going to have some smaller ones and some larger ones. Maybe some partial ones. All different sizes. All right. And then this is where the drama and the focus comes in. Once you have your orbs all in there to your liking, we're going to start filling in. So I'm going to start from the left and work my way over. And for this one, I'm going to start with this area in the orb and ink that in just to the line. And then we're going to come over here into this stripe. And this is where we're going to be filling in this whole area. This is where if you have a whiter pen, it's much easier to fill in because it's a lot to fill in. And I'm just going to work my way around this orb here. Until I get that filled in pretty well. And then I'm going to come over to the next stripe and we're alternating the black and the white. So in this stripe, it's going to be white, but we're going to fill in the parts of the orb that come into that stripe. And we have another area here that comes into the white stripe. And we're just going to fill that in. If you need to switch back to your thinner tipped pen, go right ahead. Our next stripe is going to be black. So we're going to fill that in. Just taking our time to enjoy the process. When we come up here, we're going to work around this orb. Like that. And then our next stripe is going to be white again. So we're really alternating. It is a little bit like Knightsbridge where you want your alternating parts to have the corners touching or having the kissing corners type of principle. And I'm not really working ahead because that throws me off. So I'm just going stripe by stripe. going to rotate this around a little bit so that it's easier for me to fill in. Always remember to rotate if you need to, because we want everyone to be comfortable while they're working on their beautiful art. All right, and then we've got a corner up here to fill in with this partial orb. Like that. So that's our white stripe. And then let's see, we've got one little area down here. I think I can do it with this pen. Yes, I was able to. And then we come over to our next one's going to be a black stripe. And we need to work around these two orbs here. It does take a lot of patience to fill these areas in. And I'm definitely grateful for the wider tipped pen. All right, our next stripe is going to be a white one. So we'll fill in these overlapping parts of the orbs. And come down here. And then we have one last corner to fill in over here. And again, I'm always looking for these corners that meet, that touch. All right, and so there we have our Stricles, and it's really just stripes with circles or orbs. And the combination of those two words, stripes and circles, becomes Stricles. Um, and that is all there is to it, to that tangle. We can take it a step further and add some shading. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. But shading is optional. But I just thought it'd be nice to kind of have a little bit of a border here or a frame. So we're going to take our number 2 pencil and run some graphite along the edge here first. And even if it's an orb, I'm just running the graphite along it. Okay. And then again, this is optional, but in these areas where you have the orb coming into the white stripe, you can add a little bit of graphite around it. It's totally optional. And another thing you could do is either when you're inking in the orbs, you can leave a little white spot for a shine appearance, or you can go back in with like a Posca paint marker and put a little dab of white for the shine. And then I'm going to add some graphite also around the other side. And then I'm also going to add more graphite along this outer pencil line here. All right, and then we can take our tortillon and start, I'm going to start along this line here. And then I'll go along the orbs. So it's just creating a little more depth or the appearance of it. And then I'll go along this outer edge here. like that. And that is our finished tangle. That's the very basics of Striccle. And we can fill in, we can put our top. I'm going to put mine down in the corner here. Let's tuck that in like that. And then on the back, so I like to put my name and the date. It's the 28th, I believe. Yeah, where did the time go? We're on week 17, and this is Stricles. I think I'm saying that right. So stripes and circles together. But I have seen it spelled this way as well, without the R in here. So officially, I'm going to go with this one. And that is very easy. It fills large spaces very quickly. It has a lot of drama to it. And it looks easy, and it is easy, but it does require some focus. And that's the very simple Tangle Stricles. So if you'd like to keep watching, I'm going to do another tile. So this one is with, I decided to use the tan color, the Renaissance color. And I was kind of interested to see how the other day I unboxed the Altitude gel pens. And I was just kind of interested to see how they would work on this color of tile. So I'm going to pick one of the colors. So we have 6 colors, and I'm torn between the green and kind of this violet color, but I think I'm going to go with the green, or maybe even the red one. I'll decide in a minute, but I'm just going to draw a circle on here to get us kind of started, like that. And then I'm going to pick one of these pens. Let's go with, how about the green one? So instead of a black pen, I'm just using a green gel pen, and I'm just going along my circle here. It has a nice shade of green on the tan tile. So, and it has a little bit of a shine to it. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. But from there, I'm going to just draw other circles of varying widths, kind of trying to aura that, but not being too overly concerned about it. I'm just freehanding it. You could draw them in with pencil first, use a compass, but for today, I'm just gonna freehand them in. I'll do another one. And then I'll make the next one thinner. And maybe one more. So we have our stripes as circles this time. And then I'm just going to randomly put some orbs in of varying sizes. like that. I think that's enough. You could have more, you could have less. And this time, instead of inking the entire area in, I'm just going to use lines. So let's start with a circle stripe that would be inked in. And I'm just literally using lines instead. Just working my way around. And you could totally do this with a black pen or any color pen that you'd like. So I'm just kind of picturing them coming from the center out. So if you picture this as the center, just kind of extending from there and working your way around like that. Being careful to stop where there's an orb coming into that circle stripe. And I've thought a lot about this, and even though circle is part of the name, actually, because we have Stricles for the stripes and the circles, I'm thinking you could switch out the circles and maybe try different shapes, like a triangle or something. I don't see why not, but I'm just sticking with the original stripes and circles for now. So using the lines is kind of a way to getting around the issue of filling it in solidly. Although when you do that, it does provide a lot of drama. It looks really cool. All right, we've made it all the way around. And then our next stripe is going to be just the solid, whatever color you're using, whether it's white or tan or black, it's going to be that color. But with the orbs, it's then the orbs that get the stripes. That one, and we have this one in here would get stripes. Kind of being careful to match the stripes up with what I have in my outer layer. And we can fill in some stripes here, some lines. And then we can do the same with the portions of the orbs on the outside. I feel like using the lines or the little stripes within the stripes, it requires more concentration for me. Oh, I have one more area here. That. And then we go to our next circle stripe, and then that's going to be all filled in with lines. You could even, if you wanted to, you could switch colors. So I could have at this point picked up like a pink gel pen. All right. So then we have this area in here, which comes into this plain stripe. And then we have our center, what to do with our center. And I think because it is the center, I am just going to put maybe a dot and kind of make some lines coming out of it like that, giving the illusion of coming out. So that is Stricles with our stripes as circles. And we could add a little shading to that. Um, always make sure your gel pen is dry before you go and add some shading. But I think I'll do, okay, so what I'll do is I'll probably shade actually around this part. I'm gonna start by shading the outer part of the circles that I filled in. I'm just going to consistently go around, all the way around. That. And then I can also add shading around these orbs. Like that. And for right now, I'm just sticking with the circle stripes that I put the lines in. Maybe add a little shading there. And let's see, I can also add some, a little bit of shading inside these circles, these orbs. So I'm just kind of keeping it inside. If you'd like to add more shading, of course you are welcome to. All right, I think that's pretty consistent. If you would like to add more shading like on the inside here, you absolutely can, but I'm going to stop with that. I'm going to take my tortillon and very lightly, I'm going to start blending. All right, we made it all the way around. Now we can fill in these areas. All right, and I think that's pretty much all the way around. So that has kind of a cool shape. There is a little bit of shine to it because it's a gel pen. Um, so it has a really nice look to it. Um, Experiment with it, play around with it. Turn your stripes into, you could do like a rectangle or a square or a triangle. Your stripes don't have to be all straight. And the same with the orbs or the circles. I wonder if you could try triangles or other little shapes. Um, but that being said, Stricles is stripes and circles. I hope you've enjoyed week 17. I wanted to do this tangle for a while. It's an oldie but goodie and lots of drama, lots of fun, and be sure to focus. And I will see you next time. This has been a lot of fun. Looking forward to week 18. So have a wonderful week and I love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.